This next segment is about paying for college. We'll share the different financial aid resources available. Financial aid is a resource that can be used to pay for higher education. There are two basic types of financial aid: merit-based and need-based. Merit-based financial aid is awarded to students with specific talents or skills in areas such as academic achievements, athletics, and performing arts. Need-based financial aid is awarded to students who demonstrate financial need according to federal calculations. This is determined by filling out the FAFSA or other college-required calculations. Non-need-based aid is any type of financial assistance awarded to a student who does not qualify for need-based aid. There are several different federal financial aid programs. Grants do not need to be paid back. Subsidized loans are considered need-based federal aid, and the federal government pays the interest while the student is in school. The student must be enrolled at least half-time. Unsubsidized loans are considered non-need-based federal aid, and the student is responsible for paying all interest. Each of these types of financial aid are described in more detail on pages 19 and 20 of the Opportunities book. So how do you get financial aid? The first and most important step to access any financial aid is by filling out the free application for federal student aid, or FAFSA. By filling out the FAFSA, you will be considered for eligibility for the federal financial aid programs. You'll also be considered for some state and private grants and institutional aid that the college may offer. Some private colleges may have more private grant money available than state colleges. It's important to remember you will need to complete the FAFSA each year in which you wish to be considered for financial aid. The FAFSA asks you questions about your personal financial situation, such as your family income, assets, family size, and number of family members attending college. The goal of the FAFSA is to determine how much financial aid you need and whether you are eligible to receive federal aid. The primary reason people do not fill in a FAFSA is that they assume they will not be eligible to receive any aid. This is a costly mistake. The first step in completing your FAFSA online is to create your FSA ID. This will give you access to the Federal Student Aid's website and allows you to electronically sign the FAFSA once completed. In addition, your parent must also create an FSA ID. You cannot share an ID. Having an FSA ID is the fastest way to complete your FAFSA. Even if you are not sure what school you are going to attend, you still want to make sure you complete the FAFSA as early as possible. You can pick multiple schools to send your FAFSA information to, and if afterwards you decide on a school that you did not include to send your information to, you can include it later. Colleges will use your FAFSA information to determine the types and amounts of financial aid you're eligible to receive. The FAFSA is available October 1st of your senior year, or approximately a year before you enter college. Students starting college in fall 2021 should file the FAFSA, which will open on October 1st, 2020. You will use your 2019 federal income tax return to complete FAFSA. FAFSA Forecaster is a free financial aid calculator that gives you an early estimate of your eligibility for federal student aid. This information helps families plan ahead for college. You must use the free application for federal student aid, or FAFSA, to apply for aid once you've decided to apply for admission and attend college. This tool is recommended for high school juniors and even as early as middle school. Parents of younger students can use the tool to receive early estimates, create scenarios based on future earnings, and then establish college funding strategies. Adult students can also use the FAFSA Forecaster to get an idea of what financial aid they might receive. Once you've submitted your completed FAFSA, you can expect the calculation results to be emailed to you in as little as 3 days. This report is called your Student Aid Report, or SAR. Make any corrections and updates if necessary. Your SAR will list your expected family contribution, or EFC. The EFC is a measure of your family's financial strength and is calculated according to a formula established by law. Your family's taxed and untaxed income, assets, and benefits, such as unemployment or Social Security, are considered in the formula. Verification is the confirmation through documentation that the information provided on a student's FAFSA is correct. The federal government requires colleges and universities to verify or confirm the data reported by students and their parents on the FAFSA before financial aid can be awarded. Your SAR will indicate you were selected for verification. You may verify your income electronically through the data retrieval process via the FAFSA or by submitting a tax return transcript obtained from the IRS. Dependent students will provide both student and parent information. Independent students will provide student and spouse information. Documents needed for verification include signed verification worksheets and W-2s. There's more to the cost of college than the basic tuition price. Your financial aid office will determine your cost of attendance, or COA, based on several categories of expenses. Your COA may include both direct and indirect costs and will vary by school. Direct costs are paid directly to the college and include things like tuition, required fees, books, supplies, and room and board if living on campus. Indirect costs are things like books and supplies, living expenses, and transportation. In addition, you'll want to determine your own cost estimates to make sure that you've accounted for things outside the ordinary. Transportation is also factored in for costs to and from home once or twice per year, or for commuter students, the cost of getting to and from campus. If you have dependents, daycare costs can also be included. Some loans have fees, and this is taken into account, as well as expenses to accommodate for a disability. If a personal computer is required, it can also be included in your cost of attendance. Study abroad costs, especially for additional travel, may also be considered. Comparing the cost of attendance for various colleges does not give an accurate picture of what it will cost you to attend. Net price calculators are available on all college and university websites and allow prospective students to enter information about themselves to find out what students like them paid to attend the institution in the previous year after taking grants and scholarships into account. You can check out https://collegecost.ed.gov for more information. Ultimately, the only way you can truly know what it will cost you to attend a specific college is to apply for financial aid. Let's talk about award letters. Every award letter looks a bit different. The sample letter also shows the budget for the college. See page 25 in the Opportunities book for more information on award letters. You may also want to complete the worksheet on page 26 to help you compare award letters from different colleges. Once you have been accepted for enrollment at any college and have applied for financial aid by completing the free application for federal student aid and any other financial aid forms required by the college, you and your family will receive a financial aid award letter. This will detail the amount of financial support the college is able to provide for the upcoming year. You might receive the award letter along with your notice of acceptance. Some colleges make the awards available online. Check with your colleges to see how they will distribute the award letters. Read the fine print. Read your award letter carefully to ensure you understand all terms and conditions so you can decide if you want to accept some or all of the aid offered. Look for instructions for your next steps. You might need to complete additional paperwork, such as loan applications. Determine if grants or scholarships are renewable each year. If so, what are the conditions? If after reading the award letter, you believe that the award and your family savings are not enough to cover all of your expenses, don't panic. There are other options for getting the money you need to attend the college of your choice. Consider any potential benefits from your parents' place of employment. Look beyond just tuition and scholarships. Programs might exist to lower the cost of computers, insurance, or travel. See if your college offers a payment plan that allows tuition expenses to be spread out over the year. Look into on-campus employment that may offset the cost of attendance. Make sure your college is aware of any special situations or circumstances that might affect their award decision. Is another sibling in college? Has a baby been born or adopted? Is your parent facing a possible layoff? Do any of your family members have a chronic medical condition resulting in unusually high medical expenses? Did you get a new scholarship? Make sure your financial aid office is aware of any extenuating circumstances and all financial aid awards received.